Okay, so we're going with a brand new method of mic attachment today. I don't know if you guys can see, but I wrapped it in my beard. We'll see how this works. Okay. Oh, fuck. I'm so excited. This feels so good. I can't wait to do this. Oh, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. So, I wanted to talk about perspective today. Kind of a lead in, or I can't even talk. I'm so fucking cold. I want to talk about perspective because it relates to the last cold plunge that we did, where I talked about framing, like reframing. And I think that reframing in the moment works incredibly well to can change your perspective, but also change the way that your mind and body react to stress. But I think that perspective is an incredibly useful tool for longer term planning, kind of understanding more objectively the direction of your life. So the reason it came to mind to me today, I was deadlifting today, and I've been dealing with a knee. I hate to use the word injury. It's not an injury. It's just an overuse. My left side of my patellar tendon likes to get grumpy sometimes if I do too much work without enough rest. And I took an extra rest day, figuring that, okay, that'll help. And it was still kind of bugging me today, so I had to cut my session short on deadlifts, which is always frustrating, right? Especially as someone that loves to train and gets a lot out of it. It's always frustrating when you can't train as hard as you want to, or in the ways that you want to. So something that's been helpful for me, a tool that I've been using, is trying to change, well, not trying to change, but trying to view my life from a third person perspective. So in those moments in the gym, I start to get frustrated and, the program's not working, or, oh, my coach isn't doing this, or oh, I'm not following through on these things, and that's why. I'm a failure, I'm failing, I'm never going to be healthy again, blah, 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 whatever miserable bullshit I want to tell myself in that moment. And I think that practicing the skill of taking a step back and more objectively viewing the last couple days, the last couple weeks, and the last couple months, it's been something that's allowed me to process through these moments or these, more difficult times in training or in life. And it changes the focus that I have as I then have to move on forward. And so what I'm able to do most of the time when I'm feeling good or when I'm in the right headspace, I'm able to look at it. And so as an example from today, I go, okay, my knee's not hurt. It's just overused. I'm still strong. I haven't lost all my strength. I'm not a failure. I just need to rest more, take care of some things like active mobility work that I'm not doing enough of. And in a couple days, I'll feel better. And I know that because I've gone through this same process with other injuries or other things that have hurt or other stressful events in my life. And by stepping back and going, okay, 2 weeks ago my shoulder hurt. I took an extra day of rest and I stretched and it felt better. 4 weeks ago my back was funky after a deadlift. I took an extra day of rest. I stretched and it felt better. And so the same thing will happen with my knee. Take an extra day of rest, do some active work, maybe back off a little bit, maybe deload, and it will feel better. A more poignant example of that has been this last weekend. I had to put my puppy down, Freya, our girl. She was 3 years old. She had ovarian cancer that had spread to the point where it had covered about 40% of her body, and they weren't going to be able to remove it. And even if they were, the surgery was going to cost upwards of like $40,000. And so we had to make the really tough decision to let her go. And I think that it's easy in those moments of like despair and grief to view your life as this compounding, failure is the wrong word, but miserable experience. And I think that in those moments, having that in your toolkit to be able to sit back and go, I'm just sad now. I'm going to allow myself to be sad. I'm going to allow myself to cry and to feel this and not run away from that emotion. And if I can view my life a little bit objectively in this moment, I can see that, okay, I'm sad, but the rest of my life is good. This is really fucking awful. One of the worst things I've had to deal with in my life. And I just think there's such a value in being able to retain perspective in moments like that, because it allowed me to feel grief. I didn't run from it. I didn't try to hide from it to cope with optimism like I always have. I just took a day and I cried all day long. And I let myself do that. And then it's been about a week now, and I'll think about her and I'm sad. And it makes me want to cry. And there's been moments where I was sitting in my car this morning. I had to drive to the store, and I was looking at old photos, and I just started crying. But it was okay, because I had the perspective that the rest of my life is okay. I'm doing all right. My business is doing well. My training is going well. And by doing that, then when things come up like today where training didn't go great, and normally it would have been compounding, oh, my dog died, now my training's going bad, and my life's in ruins. No, it's just two things that happened. But that's not a reflection of my life as a whole. So, to sum up, guys, I think a useful tool, an actionable way of kind of, I guess, pursuing what I'm talking about, or being able to take action with what I'm talking about. Write down affirmations every day. Make notes in your head of the things that are good in your life. Try to step back out of your emotions in the present and try to view your life from a third person perspective, to give you a more objective view of where your life is at. And sometimes it's not going to be good. Sometimes it might reveal some things that you need to fucking work on. But if you don't look at it, you're just hiding. And sometimes your brain wants to trick you and make you feel like shit. And it can allow you to feel infinitely better in those moments. So, all right, that's it for today. Oh my goodness. Thanks for watching, guys.